Hello, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, and I'm doing something a little bit different. I've wanted to do this for quite a while and never got round to doing it, but we're doing it now. I am doing some FM experiments, and you read the title right. This is the class of 92 Reborn. They've had all their ages brought back. They're all 18 again. They're in the Manchester United Academy, and we're going to see how they do. Now, because they're all 18, their current ability is 95. Their potential is 200. It's not 100% accurate to real life and how much potential perhaps they had. But I thought, we'll make it 200. We'll see how far they get, how good they become. And yeah, because they're only 18, they're not amazing right now. We're going to do quite large jumps. So we're not going to do 1 year and then we'll check. We're going to do about 5 years at a time. So in a minute, in a few minutes for me and in just a few seconds for you, we're going to see 5 years in the future and see how they've started. But first, we're going to have a look at their profiles and see how they're doing now. So, starting off with Paul Scholes. Now, as you can see, these stats are not accurate to how they were before. So, I've just put in a current ability and the game's kind of given them stats based on their position. So, stand out stats for Paul Scholes right now is his passing, I'd say. Other than that, he's quite quick. 14 pace isn't too bad either. His 13 work rate and 14 vision isn't too bad. I'm liking the 15 aggression as well. Moving on to Ryan Giggs. Standout attributes. Passing again is quite good. His work rate's not bad. Again, pace is pretty good for a left winger. His dribbling's okay, as well as his crossing isn't too bad either. And now David Beckham. So again, pace, pretty good. Crossing, not too bad. Passing, also really good. They seem to be having very similar stats. Moving on to Nicky Butt. His tackling looks quite good. He looks very well-rounded for his mentals. I'm not too keen on his 7 concentration. His 8 teamwork could be a bit of an issue. But other than that, it's not a bad start. And now moving on to Gary Neville. Again, he's probably the one that I'm not too keen on for the most part. As a fullback, his tackling's not too great. His marking's pretty good, but he's not too good on the ball. His crossing's not great. Physicals are okay, but he's only 18 years old. He's got plenty of room for progression. And from one Neville to the other, we're now at Phil. Again, his physicals look really good. Strength and balance are the only real concerns, but at 18 they can improve, and for the most part, the rest of it's pretty okay. His mentals are all right. His technicals, like Gary, aren't amazing, but like I keep saying, they are 18 years old. They're going to progress. So now we're going to simulate 5 years into the future. So here we are, the 15th of June 2025, and it's time for us to see what's happened to our class of 92 in 2020. So I've got all the players here lined up, and as you can see, some are still at Manchester United, others have moved on. But let's have a look at these two first. Phil Neville. Okay, he's only on loan. He's on loan from Manchester United. He's worth 33.5 million. And to tell you what, he's progressing quite nicely. What's he done so far since returning? So he went on loan at Hull. Didn't really do a lot, really. Then went to Cardiff. Again, he was all right. No, he's not really standing out anywhere until this season that he's just had at Newcastle. And are Newcastle in the Prem? They are. So they've not been relegated. However, they have had quite a low finish. And I believe, they're after a new manager. So it's not been a great season for Newcastle. And then moving on to the other one that's not at Manchester United, Nicky Butt is again on loan from Manchester United at Derby. And again, he's looking like he's progressing quite well. If we have a look at what he's done, he actually went... No, okay, right. He didn't. That was at the end of his career. That's fine. He went on loan to Swansea. Had one season there, did okay, and then 2 seasons at United. I can only assume in the academy, where he did all right, and then a season out on loan at Derby. So now going through the players that are still at Manchester United, let's have a look at Ryan Giggs. So Ryan Giggs, okay, has progressed very nicely. It looks like he has been played as an attacking left winger. I did start him as just a left midfielder because that's the position that he played when he came through. But it looks like they've trained him to play a bit further forward, and he's played a fair few games. He didn't play in the first season. Second season, he played a couple of games, and then each season, he's played more and more with some decent average ratings. So we've looked at one Neville. Let's have a look at another one. Gary Neville, still at Manchester United, worth 36.5 million. He looks like he's doing very nicely as well. Probably pacier than he actually was in real life, but he's doing well. And if we have a look at what he's done since being reborn, he had a loan at Colchester where he played 43 games and had an average rating of 7.1. So a very good season there in League Two. And then he had a season in the 22-23 season where we played a couple of games for the first team. The following season, though, he went out on loan to West Ham, and he had a pretty successful time in the Premier League. And then the next 2 seasons, stayed at United, played 1 game the season after his loan, and then finally this current season, he played 24 games, 2 assists, 6.82. Not bad. So I'm just going to quickly go back to Ryan Giggs for a second because I realised I didn't check his history. He didn't go on loan at all. He stayed the first season. He just played in the academy. You can't see it because my face is in the way, but he got a 7.71 for his games in the academy. He then went on to play in every single season following that, and each season he just got better and better. So Ryan Giggs is having a lovely time. So moving on to David Beckham, he's one that looks like he's probably had the least success so far. He's looking okay. He's got some standout attributes. Obviously, his technique and vision are quite nice. His passing's pretty decent. His pace, he's quite quick. Crossing, again, very good. But he's only valued at 17.25 million. Looks like he's had 1 loan move. He has. He went on loan to Blackburn. Did okay, 6.93, but then has just been at United ever since. Had some good average ratings in there. There's 7.2, 7.3s, but hasn't featured for the first team. So hopefully, when we sim forward a bit longer, David Beckham will get some time in the first team. And then finally, Paul Scholes. I thought Beckham wasn't having a great time, but Scholes looks to be having an even worse time, only valued at 1.9 million. But then I do notice his pace is very good, his passing is excellent, first touch very good, vision very good. I tell you what, he may only be worth 1.9 million, but he's already shaping up to be one hell of a player. Right, we're now going to move on to Manchester United as a whole, rather than just the class of 92 Reborn. So as we can see, they've had kind of a steady time, third place, second and second again. But this season, it looks like they've only managed to finish 4th. So no Premier League titles with the class of 92. Maybe they need to start playing them a bit more. And if we look at their competitions, I can see that they came runner-up this season in the Carabao Cup, runner-up in the Community Shield. They won the FA Cup in 2024. Other than that, it's just runners-up. Oh, no, one more FA Cup in the 2020... Oh, it's the 2020-2021 season. So they've got some silverware, but I don't think the class of 92 would have been overly involved in this. Okay, so that is the end of part one of the Class of 92 Reborn. I really hope you have enjoyed. When I originally recorded this video, I fully intended on it being just one whole video. This first part is 10 minutes long, and I've decided that's enough for one video, so the rest of the video is going to be split up into different parts. But yeah, if you want to see more like this, if you have any other ideas for experiments, do let me know down in the comments. And if you want to catch me on Twitch, I mean, I might be live right now when you're seeing this. Twitch.tv/Showwhile, the link will be in the description. I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you later.